got time for one or two quick questions. Here we go.
Or advice.
Yeah, questions or suggestions.
This question is for Ann. My son comes to Naismith. He has been here since kindergarten, and hopefully he'll graduate here in 8th grade. We found out recently that my son's dream is to go to Thomas Jefferson. However, I found out on the website of Thomas Jefferson 2 weeks ago, because we live in Manassas Park, and they do not affiliate themselves with Thomas Jefferson, he cannot go to Thomas Jefferson. I don't know how I'm going to tell my son that coming to Naismith for 8 years and learn all the things he has learned here, that the school he would like to go to pursue the STEM, he would have to go to a lesser school in Manassas Park. This is very difficult for me to understand, and I don't know if you can tell me how I can tell him, or in 2 years, if this policy is changed. I feel every child, if they have the ability to go to a school, rules and regulations should not prevent him because we live in Manassas Park.
There we go. So first of all, the Thomas Jefferson School is a great school, but we do have lots and lots of great schools all across Northern Virginia, all across the Commonwealth. You've got many of the best schools in the nation all across here. So don't overlook options. One of the things I've enjoyed watching and learning from Tim and also now from my colleagues in the Commonwealth, some of our schools that what you might have thought of as low-tech CTE is now meeting high-tech. The low-tech and the high-tech schools are finding each other, programs are finding each other. So I don't say don't give up on your hopes, but don't unduly limit your son's dreams, because there are all kinds of options. So you can help him shape his dreams. The second is that, frankly, this is all a matter of local school boards and local superintendents making tough decisions, and you can absolutely approach your local school board. And I think that one of the most important things we need to do as a democracy is to get engaged in our local school boards and local councils. Tim was on the local city council in Richmond before he served at the statewide level, and I frankly think it's the most important level of government you've served at. And because it is where the action meets the road, things that your son cares about, you care about, it's right. Those decisions are made at the local level, and you absolutely can talk with your local legislators. Maybe you can change it in time for your son.
Yeah, in fact, just to explain to everybody, because it's a great question about how the governor schools operate. I was the mayor of Richmond and helped build the Maggie Walker Governor School in Richmond back when I was mayor. But the governor schools operate on a local cooperation basis. So the local jurisdictions decide together, we want to start this governor school. And TJ is the same way as Maggie Walker. Maggie Walker probably serves about 10 cities and counties. And the cities and counties all decide, I'll contribute 10% of the students, and I'll contribute 20% of the students. But then they have to send local funds to the school to help support it in ratio to the number of students. Almost all jurisdictions choose to participate in their regional governor school. So I don't know the history about why Manassas Park doesn't, but they could decide next year, absolutely, we want to do this. And I think one thing to do would, I bet there are other Manassas Park parents who would really like Manassas Park to participate. And so the key would probably be to find a few other parents like you and then approach the school board and say, look, this is something that would really be great for our city if you participated. The TJ Governor School often gets ranked as the best public high school in the United States. So that would be a good thing to talk to the Manassas Park folks about.
We could go back and forth, but I'm going to just add one PS. Our oldest child, Nat, is, to make a long story short, he had his eyes set on some college choices that, let's just say, the colleges didn't quite see it the way he did. He did not get into his first choice college. He went off to a second or third choice, ended up in the ROTC program there, and he's now serving in the United States Marine Corps as a first lieutenant. He's having a phenomenal experience. He's back and forth between Italy and Africa. He would not have found that path had he not got into what he thought was his pathway. So be open.